Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
Woo!
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is that remote to your TV?
Yes, it is.
That thing's fucking old school, dude.
What do you mean?
Remotes don't look like that anymore. That looks like have you? Yeah, give me that. This is actually newer than I thought. No, but they still don't look like this.
Why are you trying to roast my remote, dude?
I'm getting nostalgic looking at your remote.
Well, 'cause
everything is not an
buttons?
attack. Well, yeah, because literally all remotes now are like fucking slidey touchscreens.
Yeah, the one downstairs, I don't understand. Instead of buttons for the volume, you have to like... It's like you're piloting a plane.
There's little rockers.
It's a little joystick. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude, I miss big ass clicky remotes.
I don't understand. Like everything, it seems to be going like Rockstar Games remotes. Everything is going to the point where like you need to hit 3 buttons to have whatever you wanted to happen.
I hate that.
It's too much. Give me a damn button.
Give me many buttons. Give me give me a fucking remote that's attached to my TV. You remember that? Remember wired controllers?
I don't remember having one, but I've seen them in films, and boy, wouldn't that be nice. I mean, most of the time, because I'm an idiot, I don't know how to charge the remote, so I have to plug it into the wall to play PS4.
That remote,
Yeah.
right? The PS4 controller.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how to charge it? It just takes a USB.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like coming out of my lamp like that, it doesn't work.
What?
It only charges it enough for me to run it. It doesn't charge enough for it
to hold.
Hold.
You don't just charge it on the PS4. Oh, it's down there.
No, because
really
it's
hard.
all the way over there. What am I going to buy a cord? Look, my PS4 is very lamp centric.
I know
everything
got all
plugs into the lamp, and that's nice for me.
My
That's
phone
good.
is plugged into the lamp right now.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it nice to have a nice lamp like that? that you
Imagine-
can rely on.
Imagine saying that sentence to somebody 20 years ago.
Yeah, plug it into the
My
lamp.
phone is plugged into the lamp. You'd be committed. They'd send you away.
You'd be killed.
You would be killed by the police. We have a crazy person running around down here. We're going to need the SWAT team to shoot him to death. He's talking about plugging appliances into appliances.
Mm-hmm. You can't have that.
Yeah, this post...
What happens next? Are you going to plug a lamp into the lamp? 2 lamps?
Get the fuck out of here.
Where does it end?
You're going to... something's going to explode. You're going to split an atom or open a portal.
You can't be doing that.
You shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, this post 9/11 world really fucks with me.
Mm-hmm.
Which we should say
Damn.
we are recording
On
on
9/11.
9/11. Actually, it's funny. When I was coming here, I passed by. So you know the ramp, formerly Gary Brick's ramp.
Yeah.
The Burbank restaurant that's like literally under an overpass.
Yeah,
like you're just breathing in fumes.
It's in what looks to be some sort of decommissioned municipal building,
yeah.
like where they used to keep snowplows or something.
Yes. Yeah. It's
And then
exactly.
someone was like, "What if we put some spaghetti in there?"
Well, it's like, what if we served seafood in there? Just like where there's all this exhaust constantly. But it's so Gary used to be Gary Brick's rep, and Gary Brick sold it. Now the awning, they just chipped off Gary Brick. So you have this long awning, and then at the end, like not
just-
uncentered, it says ramp. Just like
Yeah.
to the right. But I was walking by, and
Whose ramp? No one's
no
ramp.
one's ramp. This is the people's ramp.
This is God's ramp.
So I was walking by, and on the door, they had a sign that they had posted that said dinner reservations from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. reserved now if you want the holiday special. And I was like, are they doing a 9/11 dinner special? There's no, like, the paper didn't look old. It looked like it had just been printed out and put on the door. I was like, if the ramp is doing a fucking 9/11 seafood special, I have to go.
Well, 1, we have to go. 2, they shouldn't be doing that, but
They definitely should.
but
not.
we will be there. We will be there, and we will be hungry.
I wonder who owns it now. It's definitely foreign people.
100% foreign people. It's definitely Armenian people.
Yeah.
Also, I've eaten there since Gary left, and it's not good.
Is it not? Isaac always really, really wanted to eat there. He really romanticized Gary
It's funny
Brick's
to
ramp.
go there. Like back when it was Gary Bricks, I liked that better. And they have a very funny. I don't know if it's still up, like the website, but when it was GaryBricksRamp.com, they had a very funny Tim and Eric-esque video.
Oh, really?
Of just like these old white ladies eating at the bar and like discussing with like it was the kind of video that like clearly HD, but then there's like the kinds of transitions that it's like did they shoot this HD and then edit it on an old like
There's like a
tape deck editor?
There's a star wipe.
Yeah, there was a star wipe.
Yeah.
It's like in like the school news where like you want to go from one clip to another, so you like push up a lever.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking weird fucking place. Because the whole thing is like, it's like a seafood steakhouse. Then you get in there, you're like, oh, this is a bar. And they're just like served, like, I would never order steak from just a bar. Like something that's primarily a fucking
Well,
bar.
the weird thing is like the building is shaped so weird. It's like zigzag.
Right.
So you walk in, it's a bar. Like it looks like a bar at like the beach.
Yeah.
And then you go further in, and then it's like you're in someone's living room.
Oh, I didn't even get to that part.
Oh yeah, the back part it's all wood paneling and like.
Oh, now I want to go to the ramp again.
It's all wood paneling and like little plaques from different little league teams that Gary Brick sponsored over the years. Like,
I wonder what they replaced that with.
I don't think they redesigned it.
Gary Brick shit is still in there?
I bet so. He went to get it, and they're like, "No, you sold it."
Yeah, this is in the contract. That's fucked up for Gary. That's a messy divorce. They're just like
Gary sells his restaurant, and he's like, "All right, now all that's left is to take down the first dollar I ever made." And they go, "No."
They smack him away.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, can I please have back the pictures of the framed photographs of my dead wife? Sorry, Gary.
Sorry, Gary. It's all in the sale.
Yeah. We bought this place for the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
Look,
Christ.
we
dude.
need people to think about your dead wife while they're eating shrimp.
Wow, I want to go to fucking the ramp.
It's like the bar that the New York guys in The Sopranos go to, where there's a framed photo of everyone who's been shot.
Well, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, when fuck, what's his name? The guy who replaces Johnny Sack.
Oh,
Phil
Leotardo?
Phil Leotardo. Yeah, there's an episode where like they put his brother, who's Steve. I shouldn't that many spoilers, but
Brendan, it's The Sopranos.
it's The Sopranos. I know.
Literally, number one, the plot doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Like it's literally just about watching Tony eat cereal and talk to people. Number two, it's fine. Spoil The Sopranos.
Yeah, it's been 20 years.
It's been fucking 20 years.
But like something in the like just this like weird world building detail is that there's this bar where just like I guess all the gangsters who get killed, that's where they put their urn. So
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, just like above the bar is Jimmy Leotardo or whatever his urn and like a photo behind him and then like a photo of that guy who was like informing to the feds and shit.
Oh, I guess I didn't notice
Yeah.
that.
My favorite thing about The Sopranos is how continually throughout it they just realize they didn't plan ahead with like the characters at all, and they're just like, this guy's been here. You know this guy who we all know?
Yeah. The Sopranos, honestly, the plot of The Sopranos is frankly a mess and not at all what you remember. Like the plot is borderline
Well,
nonsense.
I'm still watching it now. I'm like most of the way through season 6.
Yeah. I'm not spoiling anything. Don't worry. I'm just saying, like, generally, like, do you, like, when I think about The Sopranos, I don't think about, like, specific, like, plot detail. I think about, like, interactions the characters have, but, like, the overarching plot is not.
Yeah, like I
Important.
can't really remember what the arc of the different seasons were.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think 2 and 3 are repeats. Literally, like, somebody... Actually, they do it every season. Somebody either comes back to town or gets out of jail, and he has a bad attitude, and then Tony has to kill them. And also, they're all connected to Tony's sister in some way.
Yeah.
Always.
Someone who fucks Tony's sister gets out of prison and Tony must lift his gun.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, that happens, like, literally twice, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's like BioShock, where it's always like a man, a city, and a lighthouse. It's like it's always Tony, some guy who fucked his sister.
some little guy.
Yeah,
Some little guy who fucked Janice.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got to take care of... Oh, dude, Janice
I remember
is such
when
a cunt.
who was Janice's husband?
Richie April?
Richie April. I remember
Or Jackie April? One of the Aprils.
Richie. When they introduced Richie, I was like, oh, I could play him in the prequel.
Yeah,
That's a
you
small
could.
man.
You could. He's in Mean Streets too. He's got that weird scene where he's just like where he takes De Niro and fucking Keitel. He's like, come to the back of the bar. I want to show you something. And he just has a tiger in a cage. And he's like, look, she's my baby. And he like gets in the cage with her and like hugs her. And they're just like, oh, what the fuck? They're just like get away from the fucking tiger.
They think he's gay with the tiger.
They're just like, wow, what are you fucking doing?
Oh, it was Fanook
He's
tiger.
a fucking funny. Insane scene. Never comes back.
You gotta love a tiger in one scene. Mandy?
Great
Mm-hmm.
use of a single tiger.
Yeah. One of the great motifs in cinema, you know? Don Corleone drops his oranges.
Yeah, it's the opposite of the Chekhov's gun. You
Mhm.
have the tiger that never comes back.
Yeah.
Once you show the audience the tiger, they know it will not be returned.
When you see a tiger,
Yeah.
you know this budget has been mismanaged.
Okay, so we had the tiger for one day.
It cost 2/3 of the budget of the film.
Yeah,
We
holy
should make
shit.
something with a tiger.
Oh, I think
Do you think we
could
could Indiegogo? We'll rent a tiger, and then once it's here, we'll figure out a script.
just Indiegogo for give us a tiger?
Yeah, give us a tiger, and he'll be my friend.
Yeah, give us at $10,000. Yeah, just like our
Yeah.
goals are just like at $5,000, we get the tiger. At $10,000, you'll see what happens. Just keep it very vague.
Yeah, what will we do with the tiger?
What will we do with?
I
the
don't know,
tiger?
but let's just say our enemies won't like it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen? I don't want this to just be like the bullshitting movies podcast, but bullshitting about movies. Have you ever seen Roar, the movie that used real like animals? The movie that had more like crew and actor injuries than like any other movie.
No.
So like they use these real animals and there's fuck. I gotta remember who's like it's like notable actors and actresses in it, and it didn't come out for a little while after it was shot. But it's because a lot of these scenes of the animals goring people are real. They just like left it in the movie. Fuck, I would look it up. My phone's over there. Yeah, Roar. It's a wild one, dude.
That is pretty cool.
When you're watching it, it feels so dangerous.
Do you think while they were making it, they realized that they were going to be the #1 crew injuries and deaths, and it was like when someone's pitching a no-hitter and no one says anything about it?
I think that at the halfway point of that shoot, they had to realize that they were definitely up there, and that they might as well have just started like leaning in. It's just like, what, we're gonna do this halfway, or are we gonna set the fucking Guinness record? You know?
Yeah. I think I would. I think I'd be better at commanding wolves than tigers.
Do you think so? You have a thing with wolves?
I feel a kinship with dogs of all sizes, particularly small dogs, because they sense that we're the same.
Right.
But I have a feeling that if I ever met a wolf, he would feel something between us as well.
Yeah. It's so funny to use the phrase "meet a wolf."
Yeah,
You and the wolf. There's a civil understanding when you come across each other. It's not just an encounter. You're meeting with the wolves. You're going into the forest and counseling with the wolves.
Well, there's this guy who comes into my job who has a pet wolf, and
Are you sure it's about? Because wolves are big.
yes,
Okay.
it's huge.
Okay.
And well, he's like a professional animal handler for like movies.
Oh,
That's why
okay. So it's a.
yeah. But like one day I may ask him. I say, "May I meet your wolf? Will you take me to your home?"
I can sit down and formally meet your wolf.
Yeah, because this guy brings all kinds of animals. Like the one day he's just like, "Hey, look outside," and I looked and just like there's like feathers rustling around it. I'm like, "What's it?" He's like, "I have a peacock in my truck." Yeah, it's out there. I have the window cracked. It's fine.
What the like? But this is the guy. This guy is just showing off of this. You don't need to take the animals you train to the bank. You don't need to do that.
Well, you need the animals to understand money, so they know what it's all for.
So they know like what they're getting paid. They can argue for better rates.
Mm-hmm.
I bet this guy goes to bat for the animals' rates. Like,
I bet he does.
God damn, dude, fucking Ace Venturing around L.A.
I mean, it's what you got to do.
Peacocks. You said peacock, right? Peacocks are funny. Have you ever been to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery? You know that it's filled with peacocks when you go there. Like, it's in the middle of
live peacocks.
Yes.
Okay, I was imagining just like a ton of peacock graves.
No. Yeah, just from actresses in the 40s who had peacocks as exotic pets.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Cary Grant insisted on killing a peacock every day on set, or he wouldn't perform.
And having a Christian burial for it. Yeah. But no, you go to Hollywood for, like, if you go there to see the movies or you just go there, I've had to go there because sometimes I've done audience work and, like, they have you wait there for the buses. So the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, it's, like, in the middle of fucking, like, I can't remember if it was off like Melrose or Santa Monica, but it's like in the city. Like all around Hollywood Forever Cemetery is like busy traffic, all this shit, just like urban. But there's these peacocks, and somehow they know not to leave the because like I don't know if the cemetery feeds them. I don't know if they belong to the cemetery. They don't seem to have a handle on them because the peacocks will just like, just like get on like the roofs of like buildings and like scream at people. But if they go even like 2 feet outside of the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, they're gonna get killed by a truck. And many must have. Like there must have been
For
like,
them to learn like generationally not to leave.
that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, when they introduced peacocks to Hollywood Forever Cemetery, there must have been like the first 5 years where they were just like peeling them off of the street every morning.
So these are wild peacocks?
These are fucking. I mean, there do not seem to be any rules with the peacocks when you go there. No, I'm not kidding.
So sometimes you go and you're like, all right, we're visiting Grandpa's grave, and you look over and there's just a swarm of peacocks. Like, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe we'll see Grandpa tomorrow. Yeah, no, because there's definitely not rules because the peacocks will just like walk through like there will be cars driving and you'll hear like horns and you'll hear cars come to a screeching halt because the peacocks are marching across the street.
Oh, I hate when the birds march.
God damn it, dude. Anyway, I didn't mean to go on a tangent. I just think about those
No,
birds.
you've been passionate about this, and I think that's good.
I think about those fucking peacocks in the cemetery all the time.
Very good.
Whose idea was that?
I mean, you see these cemetery peacocks. Well, I mean, whose idea was that?
I'm genuinely asking. I want to know who was like, what fucking piece of shit? How long have they been there? I bet it was like, I don't know, Bruce Valanche, who's an in-your-face Hollywood gay.
Bruce Valanche, you cocksucker!
You
How
piece
could
of
you,
shit.
you loser? Why would you put peacocks in?
Why would you
damn
bring exotic birds into the city?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I think that we should get rid of the peacocks, and I think we should just have apes there.
just wild, these little small
I mean, when's
ones.
the last time you've seen an ape?
Maybe a little capuchin monkey running around. Is that an ape or is it a prime? What's the distinction between an ape and a primate?
I don't know. And then there's the apes and there's the great apes.
So
So those lesser apes must feel like dog shit when
Right,
they
yeah.
hear people talking like that.
Yeah, like silverback gorillas. What are the great apes? I assume any of the apes in the Planet of the Apes movies are going to be the iconic apes.
Yeah.
They're going to make movies about.
You know,
them.
the top billed apes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Gorillas will fuck you up. They have. Do you know gorillas have really small dicks?
They do,
They have hilariously small penises.
which I respect them for, you know?
What does that mean, though?
What?
Like evolutionarily, why would they have really small dicks? I
Well,
guess
the
because they're
gorilla
not.
women must have small pussies.
No, they absolutely don't.
They don't?
No, look at them.
They have big pussies?
They got big blown out pussies, dude.
You
Maybe
think
it's just
so?
like
Who's been fucking the gorillas? Who's been blowing out their pussies? Was
I don't
it
know.
you,
I
Nick?
mean, maybe the apes. Maybe they use more than their dick. I don't know. But maybe they evolved
yeah, maybe
that way.
they put their whole dick and balls in the pussy.
Fuck, that could be it. I don't know, man. You got me. I can't.
I mean, it's not like they have humans showing the female gorillas their dicks. I mean, if I was a gorilla, I would be so mad if like a zookeeper showed his dick to the female gorillas. I'd be like, "Fuck, man, you're blowing up every." Dude, come on, they didn't know.
Fuck. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
incredible.
gorillas are perpetually in that like your first high school girlfriend who doesn't know your dick's small.
Oh yeah, I know all about that.
I actually don't.
other tangent, really quick. So we've confirmed that like we can't. Have we confirmed, or have we just nobody wants to? Like we can't make a human gorilla hybrid. Like human semen couldn't get a female gorilla pregnant. Do we know that, or are we just not doing it?
I was just reading something. Aren't they like
Oh wait, we talked about this? Didn't the Russians try to do this?
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
they try to get?
Well, Stalin tried to get women to, but there was no like gene splicing or anything like that going on. He was just trying to get women to get fucked by apes
Okay.
and hope for the best.
It was have women get fucked by apes. Why you would think that? Why not try to have a man fuck an ape woman? Because I guess maybe you're worried that it'll be more ape than man. But that's what you want. And for battle, that's what you definitely want.
Well, what they wanted was this. They wanted the strength of an ape, but they wanted it to also be like retarded so that they could control it. They basically wanted like a very strong slave.
I'm
for
still
Russia.
saying because let's say that a human woman is carrying a strong ape baby. That thing's gonna fucking punch its way out of her stomach. The flip side is a human man. Not only is it easier to get human semen into a female ape, she'll be able to carry the baby. I think
That's true.
I should have fucking been in charge of this operation.
Plus, then it'll be born, and
And what?
and then she'll abandon it for being weak.
Yeah, so it'll run right into the arms of Mother Russia.
Yeah.
It'll be the perfect soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, dude, that would have been
Yeah.
fucking tight.
Well, also, isn't China making like human ape chimeras for like organ harvesting and shit?
Chimeras. This is
I've
the
only
second-
ever read it.
Oh, we've done this before on the podcast.
Have we?
Yeah, you
About
said
this?
chimera.
I like chimera.
Well,
Chimera, that sucks.
yeah, it's chimera. Are they? I mean, I'm sure that they are. There's so much shit that China is doing that I'll be honest, I don't really know about it all. But in my head. Anytime somebody's like in China's, I don't even hear what they say. I just like in my head immediately. It's just like the fantasy. Like, I'm just like, yeah, they're fucking putting computers. They're monitoring people's faces.
Yeah, and they oughtn't to have been to be doing that, but
Yeah, they're a mess.
is the computer making a sound?
No, I think you're hearing the water. I think that somebody's using a shower.
Is it the toilet? It sounds like a Half-Life 1 sound effect.
Well, that's really scary.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause this
really
1
quick.
second. Okay, so here's what here's what Reddit says about the peacocks.
Also, it was a pipe. It was just water.
It was just water. Oh, we shouldn't have told him. We should have left him guessing.
Do you think your computer was going to explode? Do you think that like there was like uranium in your computer?
No, I thought that my computer was like playing a sound effect.
Oh
somehow.
no. Okay.
So this Reddit thread. Anyone know why there are peacocks in cages at Hollywood Forever Cemetery? And then the top comment is, peacock is a symbol for immortality. And they roam freely during the week. They are only locked up on the weekend and at night.
I hate that. we have this.
So they have a system where they're like, well, obviously we can't have peacocks running wild 24/7.
It's like, well, the immortality thing is the part that bugs me. It's just like, where are we burying Hollywood's elite? Make sure that make sure the avian symbol for eternal life roams the premises. Like,
Yeah, but also
guarding them.
There's no source on that. Like that's a terrible. Even if it is, why have them there? Why not make a statue of one?
Yeah, statue would be better.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they?
I mean, if there's anything that would be fitting at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, it'd be a giant statue of the damn Moloch.
Moloch the owl.
Yeah.
They should have a bunch of owls running free at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the peacock the symbol of immortality? Is that true?
I don't even
Who
know.
fucking commented that?
I'm gonna quick Google that real quick. Peacock
Symbol of immortality.
immortality.
Oh, actually, that
According to ancient legend, the flesh of the peacock is incapable of decay. Well, that's not true.
that's not true at all.
How could that be a myth?
How stupid were ancient people? It's like, dude, even like
They're like, oh, that peacock just died. Well, we should leave.
yeah, dude, like that legend would have been disproven in like give it 2 days. You'll see that. How the fuck did that get to be a legend?
Fucking sucks. We should start legends.
That's according to what ancient what culture is that from? It
I
just
already
says
closed.
according to legend.
According to ancient legend. That's how I'm gonna win debates now. Someone's gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no fucking tunnel under Epstein. I'm like, well, according to ancient legend, there is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you.
People have been saying it for a long time.
People have really been saying it.
I hate that so much. I mean, I guess legends are kind of sick if you can just get a bunch of people on board with repeating something for long enough. People are like, all right, okay, fine, all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the pantheon. Like, whatever.
Man, do you think that there's one peacock for every dead celeb and their souls transfer to the birds upon burial?
You think that like fucking who's a dead celeb? I was gonna say
Humphrey
Kim
Bogart.
I was gonna say Kim Cattrall, but she's for sure alive. Yeah, Humphrey Bogart. Do you think he's locked up in some bird?
I bet he is.
That sucks.
Well,
That's not...
here's the test, because there's got to be a lot of producers and directors and stuff in that cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if any of the birds are particularly handsy with the other birds.
yeah.
We'll be like, there he is. That was a big shot.
Be weird if there was like a mandatory petting zoo at the Hollywood Fair. It's like, all right, come on, kids, everybody come pet the peacocks. Like, just everybody come get in a cage with the peacocks. No, you're gonna love it.
Get in the cage.
Get in the cage with the peacocks.
Whose job is this to go around and cage the birds every night?
That has to, dude, because I've seen these birds. These are disagreeable birds. Whoever's job it is, that's definitely like your first position at the Hollywood. Like before you get to work for like the Cinespia screenings, like at the movies, it's like, all right, go put the birds away. You're gonna do that for 6 months.
Man, I can't. I mean, if I was a homeless guy, I would hunt the birds.
That's good meat.
Yeah.
That's meat that's not gonna go bad, according to ancient legend.
Yeah, that meat lasts forever.
Forever.
So, and you can take that to the bank.
Yeah, you literally, you're just like shitting out whole peacocks. They refuse to break down in your stomach.
Man, I would be so good at being homeless. I'd have barrels of salted meat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna do that?
Well, I'll get a big barrel full of salt, and then I will hunt the birds at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, cook them over a nice camp grill, and salt the meat afterwards.
You're lugging the barrel around.
No, it's in my camp.
Where's your camp, Brendan?
Under the overpass. You know where you see them.
People are gonna fucking get at that barrel, dude.
I don't think so, because I'll have earned their respect.
You're also, I love the idea of you filling it like over the course of many moons with just like free salt packets from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Just like.
And then the cops come and bust up and they're like, where did you get hardtack? Yeah. I've been kind of shook by this recently. I've been I'm filling in another location. I drive home and I go by this overpass and there's always this homeless woman under there, but she's like hot.
Oh, careful.
No, I would never speak to her or anything, but I'm just like, I'm there at the red light, just like looking at her, and I'm like, well, how did she get homeless?
I've had this thought too. Like, why isn't she doing it? Like, especially, this sound, whatever, I'll fucking say it. If you're hot and you're homeless, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you have options.
It depends. Like, you can tell, it's like, is she wearing a vest with like animal bones and shit on it and like stick and pokes? It's like, all right, she's doing a thing. She has an iPhone. It's all good.
You never have a fantasy about opening the door?
Oh, yeah. Well, as we discussed briefly last episode, I somewhat did.
You what?
No, I remember the girl, the OnlyFans.
Oh,
the crust punk girl who had sex with me once and then stayed over at my house like 5 or 6 times.
Was she? Oh, I didn't realize the implication was she was homeless.
Well, eventually I realized, I was like, this girl keeps coming over and we don't appear to be having sex again. So, does she just need a place to stay? Like, she didn't have to fuck me. I would have just let her.
You know that I respect the grift. You know. Let me tell you something about real. It recognizes real.
Women understand that they can control me. So I would like to think that in her head, she was like, I could definitely get this guy to let me stay at his house for no reason, but I'm going to go ahead and give him one crumb of pussy first, just to be nice. I don't have to do it. And she didn't.
This sounds like probably the nicest woman you've ever come into contact with.
Yeah.
Borderline saint.
I liked her. I have fond memories of her.
No. Very sad.
This is one of those times where, like, if anyone, if like somehow she listened to this, which she absolutely would never.
Yeah.
It would be like very weird. It's like, why does he still think about me? That was so long ago.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like we've both talked about many girls like that on this podcast.
Yeah.
That girl would be like, oh, I forgot who that was, and he's talking about me on his podcast in more than one episode.
Isn't that funny? But that's any dynamic between two people. One person more often than not is going to care about the other more than is reciprocated, and it's like, yeah, you're going to live in that person's memory. Meanwhile, you're off having a successful life.
Yeah, well, I guess part of that is that, like, every woman that I've ever had sex with, they're in like a limited pool of women, of people I've had sex with. That's like somewhat of a niche, like narrow group of women.
Yeah.
Whereas the sorts of women who wind up in that group, I am one of 60 plus at least.
Right, yeah. You,
which is not a judgment on them, but
No,
I'm going to stick out in their memory a little bit less.
You have limited appeal.
I do.
Yeah.
It's true. I have limited appeal, and it tends to be with people who cast a wide net,
Right.
So it's not like they're fishing for me specifically,
Right.
but they're just trawling nets behind a big barge.
Yeah.
And I wind up in there, and I'm like, I'm your catch. And they're like, yeah, you're one of my catches. Like, no, you reeled me in. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like the fishermen just like,
They're whores, you see. Do you understand the metaphor?
I understand the metaphor. It's like on a fisherman's boat. It's like, is that all we caught? It's like, aye, but we might as well take it in. We can't go, we can't go back with nothing. We gotta have something for the fishery. Mm-hmm. And then they send you to the fucking fishery, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they catch me, and then I'm basically bait for a better fish.
They're just out with you, and like actual hot guys are so mad. They're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is she doing with him? And then they just go over and like correct the situation.
Fuck, that riff worked out way better than I would have hoped.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
They use you as like bait to be like, look, I will fuck.
You know how many times I've been like out with a girl, like, and it's not like we're on a date, but it's like we're at a bar with like other people or whatever, and I'm tired and I want to go home, but I can't leave because the minute I leave, someone's gonna talk to her.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
That's brutal, man.
Yeah,
That sucks. You also just,
that's why now I'm alone. That's why I'm a chemically castrated man. You know, I read my Bible, I shoot my guns. I'm real excited for the Joker movie. Everything's fine for me. Look, I doubled up my meds. Things have been going pretty kooky this week. Everything's good. Damn,
I'm excited for the Joker movie too, honestly. What were you saying? Go ahead.
I was just going to say this podcast is basically just like a record of my mental decay.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We were saying that last time. Like, people will look at this and just be like, "Oh, the signs were there.
The signs were there.
Like, we should have done more."
Mm-hmm.
They're going to talk about this. This is going to like be in a court case, and then the Supreme Court is going to rule that the FBI is allowed to monitor podcasts.
And I don't know what I'm going to do. It's definitely like, because I don't want to hurt people. I'm not going to be like a mass shooting guy. I'm going to do some sort of such a large-scale victimless crime that, like, it just ruins society. People are like, well, I guess he didn't do that to anyone in particular. He didn't violate anyone's rights, but good God, is everything worse now.
You're going to cut your dick into like 12 pieces and mail it to politicians. Just like something insane. Just like, or just like randomly, just like send it to like fucking like, supermarket. You're going to do something so weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It would be sick if we got podcasts outlawed.
That would be sick. If we were the last podcast.
That would be incredible.
Mm-hmm. Or if like if what would be ideal is if we cause so much trouble with our podcast that it becomes like liquor licenses where they're like, all right, if you got one, you got one, but we're not giving out any more. So
yeah, that's awesome. People start like running illegal podcasts like out from the mountains of fucking West Virginia. Mm-hmm. They just like run them on CD to people in the city. Just like, all right, make copies of these, spread them around.
It's like sports franchises where like if someone else wants to start a podcast in their city, they have to like buy the Brooklyn Dodgers.
That's amazing.
It's like, all right, here's $2 million. I am now reasonable beef.
Right, I'm reasonable. I'm. It's like you want to start a podcast just about like fucking cars, but like it legally has to still be called Pod Save America, even though you're a billionaire's son and you're able to buy it. It's like we can't be rebranded. There's rules to this.
Mm-hmm. Has to be the same stream,
same everything, but you're just talking about fucking whatever it is, fishing.
Man, do you think there's podcasts about fishing? That sounds like it rules.
Yeah, of course there are.
Are there old men podcasts?
Yeah, definitely.
Man, well, I mean, there will be in 50 years.
There are old men podcasts right now. Dude, NPR puts out podcasts.
I mean, this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This will be... Yeah, people are going to be playing this in their retirement homes.
Well, what it'll eventually be is for every episode we do, the government gives us $10,000 to not release it.
That I would take that. Let me tell you something. I would take that over Patreon and any kind of notoriety at all. To just be privately wealthy.
Just be privately wealthy. We just start. We become Epstein style rich. Where it's just like, where'd it come from?
We have a podcast that only like 3 people in the like every week. The only people who hear it, they're like 3 people in the CIA and the NSA, and they're like, ugh.
They're just bummed.
All right, lock it up. Throw it in the safe with the others.
Yeah, it's like a big Disney vault situation.
And oh man, it's gonna and they never let it like lapse into fucking public domain because it would
Never.
society would just completely collapse.
They put it in there on like big giant magnetic discs. Like not even floppies, just like some sort of government only storage system.
Yeah.
Like the kind of computer that they run nukes off of because it can't be hacked.
Oh, what is that?
It's like, what would you even plug into this to hack it?
What? I don't know about that.
I've heard about that like a lot of missile launch systems are on like hardware so fucking old that it would be like impossible to hack.
Oh, so it's like old computers.
Yeah, because it's like it's not on the internet, it connects to nothing else, and there's like no way to hack it because you wouldn't even like have the right cord.
You would think they could just fucking make a new computer that it doesn't have Wi-Fi. You would think, like uses its own cord, doesn't have Wi-Fi. Like just don't get online.
You'd think.
We should run the government. We should
Can
be
you
in
turn that
positions
light
of
on?
power. Yeah, sure.
It's getting the sun is setting. and
I
I'm-
know.
I'm getting sleepy.
Oh yeah, your circadian rhythm is about to get fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You're about to probably spiral into a depressive episode if I didn't turn that light on.
No, that was earlier this week. I'm dipping out.
You've re-pilled up.
I've angled my nose. Well, I don't know. I think the pills may have caused it. I'm not sure. Anyway, so they doubled my pills. Got real sad thinking about death and such. So then I was like, which is I think that can be part of it. Is like when you up your dose or start a new pill that like you can think about. You get suicidal thoughts. You're supposed to just not do it and wait until they go away.
Mm-hmm.
Or probably I should call my doctor. But I'll just podcast about it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
So then I was like, well, I know how to fix this. CBD.
CBD's pretty good though, isn't it?
No, not for me.
What do you mean?
Well, I took it and I felt it a little bit. I was like, okay, this is relaxing. And then the next day I came home from work and I'm like, well, time to take it again, my nightly ritual. I'm like, fuck, did I already?
CBD has no psychoactive effect.
It has none, and it's not addictive, but I already found a way to be like, all right, and here's my routine. It's like, fuck, no, I can't have anything.
Why? I don't understand. Why can't you have CBD every night? It's good.
Well, I mean, it's expensive, and
Oh yeah,
there's
yeah.
no
yeah,
reason
yeah.
to take it every night if you don't need
You
it.
should take it. You should take it the way that you take the way that you should take Xanax, which is like if you feel yourself getting anxious, take some CBD. It'll calm the anxiety. But you don't just take it to take it.
I just took it because I felt good the first time, so I was like, oh, well, I want to feel that again.
You idiot. No, it's there. It's there to like relieve symptoms of anxiety, not just you don't just take it to feel good.
That's what I thought, and I know that, but look, there's no instructions on the bottle. It's completely unclear.
This is big CBD's fault.
Big CBD,
That's so funny that you got addicted to CBD after a day.
after one day.
You,
Like, I didn't even realize I'd take it. I just, like, came home, sat down, popped it, took it. I'm like,
Brendan, you incredible moron.
yeah. So then that spooked me. So then I'm like, Tom, we're going to AA.
Because of CBD?
Because of CBD.
You fucking idiot.
I was playing with fire.
Did you go to AA with Tom?
I did. It was nice.
You fucking idiot.
It's nice. We were in a church. It's nice to be in a church.
It is really nice to be in a church. Because churches, they don't update churches too much.
No.
Churches are very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, also, by
That's
the way,
why I don't like being in a new church.
yeah, fuck a new church, dude.
This church is beautiful. A nice wrought iron details and had a nice
Yeah.
fountain and everything. Everybody's friendly.
It's ornate.
AA, it's like the opposite of an open mic because you walk in and everyone's immediately like, hello, my name is this. Welcome. We're so happy you're here.
And everybody bombs, but everybody still claps.
Mm-hmm. Everyone claps.
AA is just bombing.
Oh, yeah.
You're just
Everyone's
getting up
bombing.
and bombing for like.
The-
How
the-
long do you go with AA?
Well, this one was a speaker one,
Mm-hmm.
so it was just one guy speaking, and it was kind of wild. Like he got like it was pretty spicy. parts of it.
Really?
Like
salacious details?
Yeah, like Tom and I, we didn't even realize that he was like doing a bit at the beginning because it didn't even occur to us that someone would do something like this. But he went up and he took the microphone and in like a very gay voice, he went like, "Oh, it's so big. Reminds me of prison."
What the
So we're like,
fuck?
"Oh, it's like a sassy gay guy doing a bit." And then he just starts. He's like, anyway, when I was he like goes in a normal voice, we're like, was he doing a gay
He
voice?
was doing a gay voice.
Yeah.
So just a regular alcoholic.
Yeah,
just could spot him from a mile away drunk.
Yeah. Man, AA is exciting though. They talk about alcoholism like it's this basically like it's like you're fighting the devil.
Yeah.
It's really fucking cool. like he's talking about like bashing down his bathroom door and finding his son OD'd on fentanyl, and and he's just like, because this disease, it wants us alone and it wants us dead, and we will not let it.
Oh shit.
And in the back, I'm all fucking charged up. I'm like, yeah.
You fucking idiot. But Brendan, it's like you're like getting rared up. You're raring up to fight your own brain.
I know, and I'm gonna win.
I can't think of anything worse for you. I'll be totally honest. I can't think of anything worse than you to just like look in the mirror and just be like, "That's the enemy."
Yeah, and then at the end of it, everyone makes a big circle and you hold hands and you say the Lord's Prayer, and it's just a delight.
I love that.
Mhm.
That part I love.
Yeah,
don't-
it's
you know.
so good, and I really think every open mic should end that way. Every bar show. Comedy needs to be more
you
like
know
AA.
what? Yeah, I agree. Every open mic, and I've been on this. Every open mic should begin and end with a prayer.
No,
We
it should
fucking
be. It
need
should begin with the national anthem.
Yeah, right. It should begin with the national anthem, end with hands clasped in prayer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the whole scene would benefit.
I think so. Look, if you are an open mic comedian in Los Angeles, you better get right with God.
Dude, my dream is to like get booked on one of these like alt East Side shows. Like Bimbo Summit or fucking whatever the fuck they're called. And close with an earnest prayer to God. And just like, I got you guys here, and I'm gonna fucking all you NB, postmodern, I'm gonna just pray to Jesus Christ in front of them.
Yeah.
See how fired up it gets them. It seems like a strong closer.
I think it would kill, you know?
Yeah, yeah, maybe.
I loved when I saw Bobby Kelly at the Lodge Room. He did this bit. I'm not like ruining one of his bits. This was just him doing crowd work. But he was asking this girl. He's like, what are you? What's your religion? She's like, I'm an atheist. He's like, what are your parents? Come on, what are you? She's like, I was raised Christian. He's like, so you're Christian? Okay. Don't be different. Come on.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just lean in.
Nah, man. I don't know. Being forced to participate in religion at a young age. It's another thing where like it's funny. Paul Schrader talked about this in like an interview leading up to First Reformed, where he was like, children today don't appreciate like learning how to like. It's like going to church for him as a young child. It's like it teaches you how to be bored. He's like, you need a healthy dose of boredom in your life as a child, so that you like learn how to like be introspective and like be alone with you just need this hour where you're not stimulated and nothing is happening.
That's why I used to get so mad. Like, kids bring Game Boys in church.
Well, yeah,
they
what the
bring in
fuck is
like
that?
a tub of toys.
It's like, dude, you're there because it's like, yeah, it's not pleasant, but it's like
important.
all things that are unpleasant, and it could be anything. The vessel could be anything. It could be religion. It could be anything that you have to show up for and do that you're not thrilled about. It's like the end result will eventually be like reflection, which is the fucking point.
Look, a church service, it's like your soul's on the treadmill.
Yeah, you gotta fucking get those steps in, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have a fat soul. You want a fat? Brendan, the last thing you need is a fat soul.
No, I
think that
already
we
have
can
a
all
fat
agree-
body.
Yeah.
Though I am back on the OMAD.
What? Okay.
I almost shit myself again, but I didn't.
Yes.
I figured out
definitely.
that's part of it because I looked on the subreddit.
No.
I searched for like diarrhea, and there was like a ton of threads of people like, is anyone else getting explosive diarrhea
I
at
think
unpredictable times?
The other thing with the OMAD is stop having cheeseburgers and onion rings as your meal.
Yeah, that definitely is part of it.
Have some fucking asparagus and a steak or something.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. But
But
baby
I
steps.
won't.
Yeah. What am I gonna be happy? Nick, come on. What episode is this?
Is it 58? What episode is it?
57, I think.
57. Well, they're fucking close.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess you're not going to change at all, are you?
No.
And frankly, the
This isn't
success
about
of
character growth. This is the opposite of Breaking Bad.
Right.
This is a sitcom.
the success of this podcast is really hinged upon you continuing on your downward spiral.
Yeah. Look, it's like Friends or whatever. Occasionally we'll get a new set.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some new characters will change
I'm-
or will come in, but I'm not changing.
It's
Are
the-
you changing?
It's the fucking Seinfeld rule. No learning.
No learning.
No learning.
Mm-hmm. No hugging. Have we ever hugged? Perhaps once.
Yeah,
I
don't.
can't
I
remember
don't
ever
like.
hugging
I
you.
don't like when it happens. I
Yeah.
don't like hugging people, with the exception of like there will typically be one person at a time in my life that I'm willing to hug, and never more. I have to, if I'm gonna hug somebody else, I have to rotate the other person out. That's there are never two people in my life that I'm hugging. I'm very Christian in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're very loyal.
I'm very, very, very loyal. Yeah, I fucking hate that.
Mm-hmm.
But-
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, this city especially, you go a long time between hugs.
Oh yeah.
A long time.
What are we getting at here?
No, just like hugs are good, and
You know what? This is
it's hard to find one.
This is a total. I hugged somebody today. I hug people all the time. This is a complete fallacy. I hugged somebody that I barely know.
Mm-hmm.
I hugged the guy who's doing the music for this thing that Tim H and I are producing. Because I saw Tim H do it, and I was like, you hate when somebody else leads with a hug, because you're like, oh, fuck, now we all got a hug?
Now we all got a hug.
Otherwise, I'm going to be the asshole who shakes his hand like a fucking automaton.
You know what makes me uncomfortable is when people's like girlfriends hug me, like people I don't know very well.
Yeah, why?
Just because it's like, can't I shake your hand like the men? It's weird. Like I'm being equal,
Girls like to hug.
But yeah, but then also there's like then they'll complain because it's like, well, why did that guy shake all the men's hands and then go in for a hug with me? Which I agree is wrong.
Well, no, here's what you do. Again, all of this is you have to listen to the vibes. When you meet a woman, go over the handshake. At the end of the night, if this is so insane, why am I even fucking explaining this? Typically, I'll shake a hand to meet a woman and hug a woman to say goodbye. Like first time,
like
meeting
in
a
what
woman-
settings?
Well, first
Like at
time
work?
first time you meet somebody. No, I don't touch anybody that I work with.
Mhm.
No, like at a party. Like if you're being introduced to somebody at a party who's a woman, I greet with a handshake, and then if we're friendly by the end of the night, like we've been talking to each other, we hit it off, then you hug goodbye.
See,
You
I
never
like to-
open with the hug.
I like to greet with a handshake and then give him a salute at the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Salute. Say semper fi. Leave.
Yeah. Fire your gun.
Fire your gun.
Reveal that you've had a gun the whole time. Fire your gun.
That's what I love to do is when I meet a woman, after spending many, many hours with them in polite conversation,
Yeah.
at the end, I let my jacket fall open and they see that I had a gun the whole
Yeah.
time just to know that I didn't use it.
That you have power, but you are just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anytime I leave a party, I play taps and I fire my gun.
See, I like to play Russian roulette, but with someone else's head.
Terrifying. What does that mean? What do you?
It's like, you come up behind someone and hold the gun to the back of their head, and you go click, and they turn around, but you've already hidden it. You're like, you were lucky. They're
Yeah.
like, what happened? You never do that?
No, I've never done that. Just like click. Hey, you should play the lottery probably. 'Cause seems like it's a lucky week for you. That's fucking insane. That's
I obviously don't do
no,
it.
I know. I'm saying, but even imagining this bit is just like this is such an insane hypothetical. Just walking
That's what
around,
I should start.
walking around with a dirty hairy gun to do pranks with.
I should have an empty revolver with me at all times.
Yeah, sure, sure.
I'm-
You sure should.
I'm just bored and I'm just dry firing it. Yeah, people like when you have a gun that you dry fire all the time.
Yeah, just to be cool. They say that's a fucking cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Did you see that GIF of that Japanese kid spinning guns?
No.
Oh,
What's he doing?
It's so sick. He's so good at twirling guns. He has two like old Colt revolvers and like holsters, and he's just pulling them out of the holsters, spinning them around, putting them back in the holsters, twirling one, throwing it behind his back, and catching it.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing.
Where is this? Is it on YouTube?
I saw it on.
Also, how old is he? Is he like 9? How old's the kid?
He's like 19.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. I was when you said Japan, I'm imagining like a little virtuoso, like a little
No.
like gun protege.
No,
Like,
it was sick because he was basically the opposite of me. You know, I'm here in America with my sword.
yeah, how the fuck did he get these? You're not supposed to have guns in Japan.
I mean, he might be in America. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that you can get guns in Japan. That's why the Yakuza don't even really have guns.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I'll bring him some next time I visit.
That'll be sick. Yeah, your friend, your brother in arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to join the Yakuza, I think.
Have you played the Yakuza games?
No.
For PS4? They might not be your thing, but they're really good. You get to have like girlfriends in them.
Yuck. Man.
Things.
Sometimes I wish that I hadn't spent so long cultivating this this Volcel bit,
Oh yeah.
because I feel like I've internalized it, and I think it's gonna have some lasting effects.
I want the listener to know that I'm grinning ear to ear. Yeah, it for sure is.
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny to hear you acknowledge that.
I don't know.
Nah, you'll get it. You'll get your dick out again and do something with it consensually. You should definitely phrase that better.
Yeah, the goal is more to just get my dick out
Somebody,
and do something.
let me say
with
something. Somebody else will get your dick out and do something with it. They'll put it somewhere.
it. Wow.
Yeah,
Like in a drawer.
just like where it can never hurt anybody ever again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dick should be buried like used uranium.
Yeah,
Deep.
yeah.
There should be like a symbol that any language could read, telling them to not go there.
Stay the fuck away from this thing. It's toxic.
Oh, it's bad.
It's so bad. It'd be amazing if like it's like, well, where's Brendan Crick's dick buried? Just look for where all the grass is dead. Look for where the tree is wilted and all the grass is brown. And 10 feet down, you'll find his hog.
Look at the stream that when a horse drinks from it, it dies.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. Somebody dropped your dick into a well somewhere in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
Like your dick just rolled down a sewer drain and now the whole city is falling apart.
People have to go down in the sewers like it.
Yeah, it's
find my
literally
dick
it.
and get rid of it.
Your dick has, much like it, your dick has rotted the town of Derry from the inside out.
It's true.
Like once you finally vanquish your dick, we just talked about this on the Reasonable Beef episode. Once your dick is finally vanquished, the whole town just collapses into a sinkhole. Yeah, man. Did you see?
Speaking of which, we got to shout out the Bagel Boss.
Oh, making his fucking stand-up debut in Pennywise makeup.
Well, first coming out in a featureless chrome mask. Terrifying. Taking it off to reveal Pennywise
That
makeup.
he's Pennywise. And then he opened with a joke about raping 2 cops.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker should be the head of Antifa.
True.
Only
Also,
true
I
leftist.
was just excited for this video to come out because, I mean, you and I, we've been really hard at work in the Bagel Boss writer's room working on this set for him. And let me tell you, he knocked it out of the park. Everything we came up with.
Delivered it pitch perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have gone better. Did you realize his name now? I've been calling him Bagel Boss too. Apparently, he had to officially rebrand to the Angry Bagel Guy.
Yeah, because Bagel Boss sued him.
Yeah, because the Bagel Boss company's like, you can't just take the name of the restaurant that you were upset in. Like that gets to be your name.
I tweeted something like that, where like him being the Bagel Boss is like if I shit on the floor at McDonald's, and then they were like, "Well, who are you?" And I was like, "Ronald McDonald."
Yeah, dude, it would be like if you beat somebody to death in Wendy's and then became the face of the brand. Like you just replaced the little girl. Just like, well, that's just the rules. At Wendy's, those are our rules.
Whatever the worst thing that happened in this place, that's what it's called.
No, it's like basically what happened is like you took their queen, basically. You murdered somebody. It's like, all right, checkmate. I have control of the board. Yeah, dude, that's fucking the Bagel Boss. I feel like the internet has kind of cooled on him, like it's hacked to like him, but like I gotta be honest, every new video I find him, I'm just like, this is sick. He's still so funny.
Yeah.
And he's getting like not really a lot of attention anymore, which I guess
No.
maybe is like a
Like he's
deliberate
bombing
thing.
in that set.
Yes, but like I can't believe there weren't more people talking about the fact that he's wearing fucking Pennywise makeup in his stand-up debut.
Yeah.
In what appears to be someone's basement, just like a rec room somewhere.
Yeah, like I assumed, like, you know, he's a manager and everything. Even though he doesn't do stand up, he must be bad at it. I assumed he would like be somewhere, but it's like that's a Dave Schofer room,
Oh yeah,
basically.
yeah. It was filmed on it was filmed on one of those like flip cameras that you can't even get anymore. You remember when everybody used those for stand up? The little like incredible.
Yeah.
I love the Bagel Boss. I don't give a fuck if it's hacky to say.
One day he will be third mic.
I mean, yeah, dude, I'm at the point now where like in 6 months when he's getting like 56 likes and 7 retweets, I'll pay for his fucking plane ticket. I will. I'll get him out here. He's going to sit right there on your little bed and stay here for 3 days probably. He's probably going to try to crash on the couch.
He's probably going to crash on the couch. Because I would really like to have like a serious conversation with him. Because you know, I don't agree with his methods, and I think that he's a lunatic and that he's like a rude, bad person. But you know, I think that you know, because I have faced much of the same adversity, and I have not let it make me turn evil.
He's Malcolm X, and you're Martin Luther King.
I'm Martin Luther King. Look, you know, we're on the same side, but we're different. You know, we need to join our tall brothers and sisters
Yeah.
in order to achieve unity.
Yeah. I mean, man, I'm right there with you.
Mhm.
Imagine that March on Washington is going to... So we talked about this last episode, too. The SSWMs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that March on Washington is going to stink.
It's true.
How are we doing on time?
We are at 56 minutes.
Oh, okay, let's let's give him the 4.
All right.
Let's really finish it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying. Anything else? I'm trying to think. I know that shit has been happening to me.
Well, I got roasted for my sandals.
Oh shit!
I bombed so bad at an open mic. Because I went out and I needed sandals, so I went to the Adidas store. And I got, I guess they're called slides.
I saw that where it's just they don't. There's nothing that goes between the toe.
Yeah.
It's just
not
like you flip it
flip-flops.
over. Yeah.
So I went up, you know, I'm wearing those. I get on the stage, and this black guy just yells out, he's got no socks.
Yeah.
And which, you know, it's sandals. I thought that was fine. And then someone else is like, do you wear socks with those? And he's like, those are slides. You wear socks. And then, like,
You
everyone
know
just
what? I think that's right. Actually, you said sandals in chat. I think slides you do wear socks with.
But I don't get
What-
the difference.
Because I'm pretty sure I think that I saw Jamel wear socks and slides a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
But yeah, you know, that's black guys. They're going to wear socks. What, am I supposed to wear them how they wear them?
Wait a minute. Take me there. What do you mean that's black guys that are going to wear socks? What's
I don't know. It's like, that's like a black fashion rule.
Right, you don't want to
Is
appropriate.
that you don't wear slides without socks.
Yeah, you don't want to appropriate anything. You're not. You
Yeah.
don't want to. That's like wearing a Rasta hat on stage.
Mm-hmm. Which I would never.
You would never do that.
I would only wear it in the privacy of my own home. But he yells that out, and then people start debating amongst each other, like, whether you wear socks. They start commenting on my feet. I just kind of asked them to restart my time because, like, also this guy's a comic. He shouldn't be yelling out during other people's
that
sets. What the
sucks.
fuck?
What
And
else were you wearing?
And he was doing that all night. I was wearing the sandals, jeans, t-shirt.
Yeah, that's not that weird.
Yeah, it's not that weird.
Yeah.
And people were just incensed. And I couldn't even do my set because everyone was like in rebellion against me.
Man, it sucks when you wear shoes so bad that there's discourse. Like there's,
Yeah. Yeah, like getting roasted is one point. For people to have varying opinions
Yeah.
on your outfit.
To divide the fact that there are people taking sides. There are
Yeah,
people
just lose
evaluating
the
their
room based off
stances.
my feet.
Not even lose the room. It's just like the room, like it goes from being an open mic to like a Socratic seminar.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to, this is the fourth wall. So I'm not bringing my A material.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to work on a new bit, which I'll tell you it now.
Let's hear it.
I think it's funny. So I was talking to my friend Alice, and she was telling me that her great grandfather had 500 children. He had 500 children, and the reason why
No.
is because he was a slave.
Oh yeah.
And he was such a good slave that his job as a slave was to make more slaves. That was all he did.
Holy
Which to me, it's
shit.
like, slavery's bad, but if you're gonna be a slave, that guy kind of had it made. Like I'm imagining like 1865 rolls around and he's like, now hold on, let's all relax a little bit.
Oh my god.
And
Maybe did the guy interrupt you before or after this joke?
oh, right in the middle. Anyway, just let me finish the joke and then I'll get back into the
All
story.
right, because immediately this becomes
then
hard
there-
to call.
Okay, so I'm saying that as soon as I get to slave, he just stands up, like I don't know if he was doing a bit or like trying to intimidate me, but it's like, sit the fuck down. I'm doing a bit.
Yeah.
I'm clearly kidding. Do you think I think slavery is good?
Right. Oh, okay. So this was after he'd already made fun of your
So this
feet.
is after he'd already made fun of my feet, and then and then I had a tag where
Yeah,
it was
let's
like
hear the tag.
it's like he hears about the 3/5 compromise. He's like, all right, I'll only fuck 3/5 of the bitches.
Jesus Christ.
Look, that's not ideal, but I'll take it.
Jesus Christ.
So anyway, this bombs. This bombs pretty hard.
Definitely. After that, like that's just in context of what the situation already
Yeah.
was. It's funny that you still did that material.
That's why I left the house.
Yeah.
I left the house
You
to
like to do that joke.
try that bit
Oh, fuck.
and to try the bit that Tim and I were working on about like I'd be afraid to like go trans because what if the new pussy comes out and it's like I upgraded my iPhone right before the new one dropped.
Yeah.
I'm just like walking down the street and I see the billboard for the new pussy and I'm like, fuck! Look at it, it has a touch screen. So that bombed equally hard.
Oh.
So anyway, this guy yells at me my whole set. He's just like roasting me and disrupting. And then he goes up and his whole set is again just fucking with me. So I have to get fucked with before my set, during it, and then during his set. Where then he starts just being like, what size t-shirt is that? And I'm just like not answering because I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, of course not.
And he keeps like he keeps like because the crowd is like kind of souring. I guess they can send not crowd, but like the other comics. Like he keeps like anytime like he says something very hurtful to me and it doesn't get a laugh, he goes like, "Man, I love that guy." It's like you don't know
You
me.
don't get to do
Like,
that.
That's just a stock line.
Yeah.
The guy does like when he's like doing a real show.
Look, man, he's skilled at his craft.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What a
that's
fucking
you need,
retard.
You need a bag of tricks like that.
Man, I was so mad. I can
I can tell it's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fun, man. That sucks.
Yeah.
This is literally the first act of Joker.
Yeah.
This is definitely. I'm gonna go see Joker. I'm gonna be like, yep, it's the Brendan Crick movie.
If the Joker starts with the Joker just getting like torn apart by black comics, that would be wild. It's just Joaquin in his man. Look at this dusty ass suit.
Yeah, like he
Look
goes.
at this motherfucker in a red suit.
It's just Richard Pryor shitting on him.
Yeah. Bitch, look at that stringy ass green hair.
Talking about.
Oh, this motherfucker, the Joker. That is, I've been doing variations on that bit. It's really funny to me to like pretend that the characters know what the Joker is.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, Arthur, we're worried that you're going to become the Joker.
That's really funny. Where the psychiatrist is like, Arthur, look, if you continue down this path, there's a 70% chance that you will end up doing a Joker. You're probably gonna pull a Joker.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it before.
We don't know if it's going to be a Heath Ledger Joker.
or a God forbid it's a Nicholson Joker.
Mhm.
But that would be fucking insane.
Oh man, you know what'd be sick is if Jack Nicholson in The Departed was the Joker.
Yeah. Well, apparently they used his mugshot from Batman in The Departed.
Oh.
When you see young him.
Well,
Wait, didn't Robbie did this? Didn't Robbie do Jack Nicholson as the Joker in The Departed? Didn't we retweet the video of him doing that?
yeah, I think so.
We did. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, well, all right. Well, follow Friday, Robbie Goodwin.
Who did that bit?
All right. Well,
Okay.
all right. We got plugs.
No.
Oh, the Hard Times book.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Pre-order the Hard Times book, make it a New York Times bestseller.
Crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See a lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just